Are you excited? I have built a rockhounding machine. It is a rockhounding machine. That's right. I knew you would be impressed. This, my friends, is going to help us carry anything and everything, anywhere and everywhere. And stuff. We're putting junk and stuff in there. We're going to haul it with this thing. Check it out. This piece here. Notice how small the whole thing folds up. This piece you may have seen if you watched Quest for Details long ago. This was a baby stroller. Yes, it was even my baby stroller. Not mine, but the one that I carried Olive in when she was really little. And it had 3 wheels. So 1 in the front and 2 in the back. I took those off. That's where that went down. It had the whole bag that hung under it. And I like it because it's super lightweight. It pops open. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with those. And so then the kid would sit in there, 2 wheels below, blah blah blah. Now this is what it is. It's ultra light, and I had stripped it down like this originally so that I could use it to carry my sluice and stuff down the crazy trails and over boulder fields and all of that. And I started with like a dolly, and that doesn't work because you can't bring 2-wheel rigs a lot of spots. These things have this bike tire on the front, so that makes it super ideal. Also, if you're not a parent or you never ran one of these crazy rigs, it's got these 2 squeeze buttons. No, it's not power driven like a lawnmower, but it does make it fold up and go in a trunk, which is really cool. And if you're, traveling, that's optimal. Of course, it's got a quick release tire on there. That's even more cool. And that just boom, boom, boom. So now we have the 1-wheel rig, and this thing was already, awesome. I just had a rope that goes across here, the sluice sits in there, you put all your crap in there, a bucket on there, you strap it all down, and you can actually wheel it a lot of places. A 1-wheel creature, even if you're turned around and you're dragging it this way like a dolly behind you, it gets a lot of places. Now, the latest improvement on it will be we're combining the rock bucket with the crazy 1-wheel rig. So I looked at it and I thought, wow, look at these 2 holes that are left over. Grabbed a piece of PVC, put an end on there as a cap. Guess what fits perfectly through there? See that? So then took and put some holes through the bucket. Goes right through here, right through there, right through there. Little cap, that's what pops on and off. Anyhow, you get the point. Here's our simulated weight also. That hangs in there just fine. And it allows you to go over a lot of stuff. And it's going to carry the weight. If you've ever put even half a bucket of rocks in a bucket and tried to carry it, even with a nice fluffy handle on there, it's just a pain in the butt. Now it's going to be like this, and this might seem like overkill, but it's really not. We're just going to be cruising along. Plus we can strap other things on here if we need to, like the tripods when I'm getting, those type of shots. So anything, maybe water bottle, who knows. It's got all these little spots where you can put screws in, but you saw how the whole thing breaks down. And when I set it down, check this out. Look, and it also goes like almost completely vertical, right? And it can also just follow along behind you as you walk. And the thing is just, it's actually like that, I got backwards there. But the thing is just as light as can be. And no matter what you do, it's just so self-righting of a creature. It's almost like how a carnival ride works or whatever. Any bucket system, So it doesn't matter Doesn't matter how you turn this thing to be able to get through stuff, right? So very much probably a cool thing for gold miners. I mean, that's, you've seen it for yourself, folks. There's the water bottle in there the whole time. Has a really smooth, balanced feel to it. I mean, it's just ultra light little rig. I'm sure it'll have more weight in there with rocks, but instead of, you know, it's a wheelbarrow now. It's a bucket barrel. Portable one-wheel bucket barrel for sale at questfordetails.com. Only $90,000. Remember to send cashier's checks only. Here's the ultra small version. It does really for when you're like under a house. You get it. You get it. So, it's a rockhounding machine. Ta-da! Not bad, right? Let's go get some rocks. Oh my god. That's today, 104, it'll get down to 70 degrees tonight. Windows open, fans on, 101. 101, 105, 103, 96, 96, 97. Right over the hill down in the coastal valleys of the Bay Area. It's in its 80s all week. Oh man, we're gonna be cooking up here. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be 104 degrees today. I made sure to get out here early. Had coffee and then sprung out the door at about 11:30. So it's going to be high noon, and we're going to be out on the gravel beds. I have the Rockhounding machine, and yes, it even fits in a front seat. It holds itself there geniusly. And you just grab it like that. Boom. We're ready. Spray bottle's already full. U-clip on there, that's where the camera swings. And yeah, I should have left a little bar here with the cup holders in it, darn it. Need to make one that swings like the bucket though. Upper bucket. Okay, we'll have a small bucket that hangs up here for stuff. Oh, but a wee little wind is blowing the willows off the first falling leaves of winter. Okay. This is actually kind of fun. Actually kind of fun. Man, what are you talking about? This is awesome. Think how far we can go and what we can carry back. Okay. And yeah, we can also just let it follow behind us. It does that really well. And away we go. With the butterflies. These are some of our wild sunflowers. That is a sunflower. It even has little sunflower seeds in there. It just has that many little heads. But you know what the fun part about these is, I discovered? You bring these back and you put them in your garden and you let them pollinate your other ones. See the little sunflower seeds in there? And because sunflowers are open pollinators, meaning that they can mix their varieties up, you can mix these with the Russian giants and any of the big ones, any of the colorful ones. And I've had bushes like this that got little heads on them about that big around, and giant, huge, they're called the Russian giant sunflowers with big old heads on there, but multi-heads. So it's a fun one to bring into your varietals. Anyhow, we got rockhounding. I am a plant nerd as well, so that is one of my long-time things. I grew up in the yard where my grandma was and learned botany from her. I love that we can just set that thing down and then it's boom, like that. There's our first little fun shape. And we have a bucket. It's unlimited weight potential, so we'll take them all. Sedimentary rock. Get a lot of these around the shores of Berryessa, but I like the way that it looks. That's a fun one. I give all my rocks a good home. I've made a garden. That is where they will live, gracing the plants and the bulbs and the trees that I've planted there. And they go to 100-year-old, 200-year-old properties all the time, and sometimes that's all that's left is the bulbs and the plants and the trees. And my goodness me, look at this thing. I spray that with our handy little bottle. And we set the thing down by a big old pseudomorph. I kind of like the pseudomorph though, you know, even if I was pronouncing it wrong. Made me think of somebody in like corduroys or something from the 70s, a pseudomorph. Okay, where am I going with that? Into the bucket, for sure. Those are better cut. That's a big old swirly gob of stuff. New spray bottle because the other one self-destructed. I think some plastics should be made to last longer and some plastics should continue to be made to last less time, of course, so they break down. But using plastics that break down quickly in things if you want to last a long time just creates more consumption, I promise you. So that's my little preach on that. But remember when they used to make plastic that lasted a long time? As in like permanent, like permaculture? That's all permaculture actually was the opposite of planned obsolescence. It's fine lines. Could be some sort of, you know, it's pushing the line between some sort of like rhyolitic creature, banded rhyolites or something, or a jasper, but I see jasper tendencies here. So we have here two creatures. We have a globnodular little thing of, oh, this is, my house is built on this, so it's very light plasticky. I need the name for this stuff. It's more of that stuff. I think it's hard to have a name because it's made out of different things. So there's common opal swirled through it, but in very small bits. Some of that is really pretty, and it's plasticky and light, and then some of it looks like bedded ash swirled into it, and some of it gets denser into like a jasper. So I've heard Australians calling it, you know, like a rhyolitic jasper mix. That's my best guess too so far. But I have some really green, pretty versions of this in my yard, literally where my chicken coop was. Look at that big old chunk of jasper. How big are you? Oh yeah. There. That's got that color. Oh, it's got like green flame going through there. Whole thing looks to just be solid, high gloss jasper, quartz infills. Yeah, nice gold in there. See if I can get some of the micro patterning to show up. Right in there. Almost a negative micro pop. Okay, you can go in the bucket. Because, you know, oh, it's just a dream. Let me tell you, it's just dragging behind me. There's a balance point here. Wow, here's the difference between carrying the kid in your arms and having it on the stroller. This thing's just dragging behind me. Feels like we can take infinite weight. That is awesome. If you've carried a bucket with rocks, doing this gig for a while, you know what I'm talking about. Ah, that is nice. What do we have? We have another gob of that rhyolitic gook. I'm gonna take that one. What else? These are cool little. well, cool to me. Just the different mixes of the volcanic rocks, the little crystals. And I saw a little chunk of chert. See the layers of it, like the fine clay silt that would have been between the bedded of the chert. No ribbon chert. All kinds of things. Of course, the serpentine mix here. Thin little layers of it. Look, this big red, woo, chunk of jasper here, or creature. Really dark burgundies and grays mixed together with a vein work to it. I just think it's cool. There's a little rhyolitic tuft with some sunset shape to it. Can bring that home and always give it to somebody else if I don't use it for my stuff. Same thing with this little mini landscape. Whoop, look at that. It's almost a picture in its own. Little core of jasper here, knocked down by either humans or the river. Nice beautiful color to it though. Got some just pure white quartz infill. You see it's just absolutely knocked down to its purest. It'd make a good tumbler sound for that reason. Look at this, I've already sprayed it down once. It's very hot to the hand. It is a red jasper. It's a jasper creature. I wouldn't call it red. It's actually like beyond brick and a pumpkin orange and pinks. Salmon pink to its highest definition of being a salmon pink, but it also has what you're seeing is a green swirl all through this. Not a swirl, a moss. It's basically a moss. Really nice solid piece of this color. Hope that color is coming through. It's a kind of one of a kind creature. It's just super bright. But to look at the interaction with that oak mossy green. It's the only thing to call it is like a moss crawling through there. If that was in clear and by itself, that's what it would be. Oh, look at that window. See it? It's just the color contrast on that. Boom. Okay, into the bucket, and we don't have to move far. Did I see? I saw purple and yellow jasper. Oh, see a big old nodge of calcetony. See that color? Way different than quartz. Little crevice agate. See it? Little sewn in connected druzy layers on the inside of what would have been a crevice agate. Sometimes hitting it with some water and shooting it in the shade actually shows its opalescence better. Not an opal, but has that blue yellow. Yep, nice little crevice agate. And really stick off the quartz with some crazy stains and mixes going on with you. Go ahead and look at it. Go ahead and bring that on. That's got, yeah, it's quartz. But look at the color. That's not just a boring iron stain on there. It penetrates and comes through it, and it's floating down into it. You see that? It's glowing because of its level of translucence, if you can see that. And then down in there, that orange actually penetrates to a depth. It's all through the rock, it looks like. I could do some fun reveals. Boom. And then, ooh, Lake County Diamond. No joke. It just tumbled down and tumbled down. Just buffed down by the river. I know you're thinking, what? That's glass, or how would you know? I know. I promise, it's a Lake County Diamond. I won't need to lie to you. And then over here is like a burgundy jasper, or almost a chert. I'd have to look at it closer, but I'm not that interested. Put the diamond down in there. A little piece of pure red. When they're pure and small like this, they make great tumblers. Nice red piece of jasper. Make a little something out of that. It's almost a jewelry piece. What are you? I think you need to be sprayed. Oh, you do. Oh, it is. It's something crazy. Oh, that's crazy. It's a red jasper, but I think it has oh, let's just look at these patterns together in this. Happy with that little piece. Almost speechless. Just focus on getting the shot for you. That's a good one. What a variety of jasper in there already. Spray down in the bucket. Ooh. All kinds of good stuff. Oh yeah, with little almost geodean pockets in it. Lots of crystal. That's all pounded down, rounded druzy there. Cavities. Side cuts on old druzy. Pockets stitched together. Oh yeah. Little notch. Ooh, just blue. In you go. In you go, little buddy. Into the bucket mule, the bucket donkey. Look at this, where the veins of quartz have been left raised higher than the rest of the rock. Definitely can be a yardstone. That's fun. Star maps. Wow. The high gloss on that burgundy red. The conchoidal fractures in that. Look how big it is too, and it's just pure shiny all the way across. Big old border. Gold in there. Beautiful stuff. I'd say that is probably a red ribbon shirt. No, rosy chalcedony notch. All the crystals in there. Top to bottom. Some caveman edge. Yeah. Ooh. Those details. Yep, it's like a pink, bizarre little crevice agate creature. That's how I would describe that. You can describe it however you want, man, but I'm getting out of the sun. I will see you guys somewhere shady, I hope, because this has gotten hot and crazy in this machine. Keeps doing the, you know, recovering data, everything you have might not be stored. And I'm like every time for the last 10 clips. So this might not even be there. Oh my God, it's hot.